Student, this video is for 4th semester electrical and etc student. Today we are studies about bipolar junction transistor or BJT. Previously we studied about diode. The diode has two difficulties. First one is it cannot be amplifier, and second one is it cannot be inverter. So we this difficulty to avoid, we use BJT. What is the basic characteristic of amplifier? The first one is your it should be two-port network. First one is two-port network, or input or the current at input port is equal to the current at the output port. And the main important is input impedance should be low and output impedance should be high. So we check that the input impedance should be low or high in BJT. Right? What is BJT? The transistor these are the points. The first point is, this is your transistor which has three layers, namely emitter, base and collector, and two junction. This is your junction 1, this is your junction 2, and it may be PNP type or NPN type. In PNP type, 2 P type and 1 N type. If NPN type, 2 N type and 1 is P type. And the emitter base collector are area wise. The collector is 70% because it dissipates of power, and the collector is 70% because it is dissipate of power, and the emitter is 25% and the base is 5%. And the emitter is heavily doped and the base and collector are lightly doped. And some books it told that the base is moderately doped because at comparison the base and the collector, the area is small as compared to collector. The area of base is small as compared to collector, so we can say that it may be moderately. But if you attend a competitive exam, there is an option that base is lightly doped, then you should be take that it will be lightly doped, not take in moderately doped. These are the important points. So then the next point is the BJT. The BJT is a bipolar. Written bipolar. Bipolar means it both holes and electron participate in the injection process. Unipolar means only electron holes, which happen in the diodes. Only electrons are take place, so it is unipolar device. Bipolar means both electron and holes are participant injection process. So next is your symbols. How we what is the symbol of a transistor? This is your basically symbol. These symbols are transistor. It is N type. It is NPN transistor, and this is your PNP. NP. The naming is, it is collector. This is your base. This is your this is your collector base. This is your emitter, and this is collector base emitter. The main difference is that it is NPN type, so the arrow is outward. NPN, not pointing in, and this is PNP, means the arrow is inward, pointing in. The diodes, because P type, this is N type, so the diode is, this is a diode, and it is P and N, so you can draw a diode just like, and this is P and this is N, we can draw this diode. This is your P, this is your P, this is N, so you can draw a diode on this transistor. There are two diodes connected acquiring your NPN or PNP. Let's testing of the transistor. First, we test that. First of all, this is your emitter, this is your base and collector. We first we a constant voltage source VEB is provided in your base and emission junction, and the collector base is short circuited. This is your short circuited. In this so that the width if it is your this is P and N, so it is a diode, and the width is this one is your width. The depletion layer P and junction, the P and N junction, the depletion layer is your width. It is also the negative side is your N type, and P is connected this one. So this is the width. So this is a constant width. So the effective width is the between two gap. This is your effective width. This and this is your effective width between two junction. So what will happen when the width is decreases with respect to length, then the recombination losses is 0. What is recombination losses? First of all, said that when positive supply is entered the emitter in P type, the majority carrier is hole. So the holes are movement in the base side, and inner base is N type. So the and the width, the effective base width is low. So the collector also move. The holes also move to the collector because the width is low, and there is a recombination process occurs. Where the recombination process occurs, the hole and the majority carrier of base. Majority carrier of base means base is N type, so the majority carrier is electron. The recombination process occurs in your holes, P type holes and N type electrons in base junction. This is so that the base current is produces. So the recombination, so we should decrease the base current. To decrease the base current, we should decrease the recombination current or recombination process. The recombination process only decrease when the width of the effective base width is decreases. Effective base width decreases so that the holes directly move to the collector. No losses occurs. So in this region we should decrease. The main point is that we should decrease the base width. Let's some other test. This is the BJT design parameter. This is your BJT design. We should zoom that one so that it clearly visible to you. This is your fast junction 1. This is your junction 2. This is your J1. This is your J2. It is your base. The emitter has majority carrier of hole because it is P type, and the minority is electron. So the majority carrier is electron. So the current is IEP and the minority carrier IEN, and there this is N type. It is majority carrier is electrons and minority carrier is your holes. So the holes are transferred to the P type. So there is recombination process occurs in your emitter and base junction due to the minority carrier of emitter side and the minority of base holes. The recombination process is here, and the IEP because the IEP is large as compared to IEN, so it is more go to this junction, and here is a recombination where it is due to the base majority is electron and the majority hole of emitter. This is recombination occurs IER. This is the loss component, so that IEB means your IEB equal to, we can say that IEB equal to your IEN plus your IR. So if IR increases, your IB increases, we should decrease the IR so that the base current is decreases, the loss component is decreases, so that IE equal to ICP, IE equal to IC, or IEP equal to ICP, where we the previous slide told that here IE equal to IB plus IC, where IE is in milliampere and IC is in milliampere, IB is in microampere. So if IB is neglected, then IE equal to IC. So we should decrease the IB value. In this slide, the emitter injection efficiency means, we should know that efficiency means output by input. Output is your IEP, input is your IE, so that output IEP by IE equal to IE equal to, we know that IEP plus IEN. So it is 1, if IEP divided upper and lower, it 1 by 1 plus IEN by 1 by EP, sorry, IEN by IEP. So it is the IEP is value is greater than IEN, much greater than, so it is 1. So it means IE equal to IP, low losses in recombination process. Then the best transport factor is your output is ICP and input is IEP. Input is your IEP. So ICP equal to IEP minus IR divided by IEP. So IEP by IEP is 1, IR by IEP. In here, IR divided by IEP is much greater, so this factor is very low. So we can tell that beta star equal to 1. This means losses are reducing. So this means losses. Next factor is your current gain factor. Alpha is equal to IC by IEP, ICP by IE, or ICP IE, or IE by IE. So alpha, beta star, gamma. This is the three relation. This is the relation between these three one. And then the testing. Testing of BJT in saturation region. What happen in saturation? Saturation means first of all we will check that a constant voltage given to your, this is your emitter, this is your base, this is your collector. First we constant voltage is given your BEP, and this is the potential B and C is short circuited. Here we give a positive voltage, so that what will happen, we check means we should check IB value. In this region, let check vary. First of all we give, this is the figure. First of all give 1 volt. When we give 1 volt, means this is your positive, the base P to N EB emitter base junction is forward bias, and the base and collector junction also forward bias. So in forward bias we know that when the voltage increases, the deflection layer of the junction PN junction is decreases. So when we give 1 volt, the length is this much, and the effective length is this one. When the 2 volt supply is given, the pink color the deflection region is decreases. The pink color is the deflection region of 2 volt. Then the effective length is increases. Then when you 3 volt given, then the deflection represents green color. Green color means or deflection region is or reduces. So the effective width of the junction base, effective width of a base is increases. So that when your WB is increases, when WB your increases, IR increases, so that IB is increases, IR increases. We know that IB equal to IR plus your IEN. So IR increases means IB increases. If IB increases, losses increases, so that efficiency decreases. So this region is not suitable for our operation. So let check BJT in active region. Active region means we should give a constant voltage in your emitter base junction and reverse bias. First of all, we short circuited it, then forward bias, then we should check reverse bias. What will happen? Reverse bias means in this region, what will check? Let's draw it. This is your emitter, this is your base, it is your emitter, it is your base, it is your collector. We give here forward voltages, and we should negative. It is your PNP type. It is your PNP type. So P reverse bias means P is negative terminal, in higher terminal. With this vary this voltage. VBC is negative. And first of all, a constant voltage. It is a constant voltage. So constant width, deflection constant width is here, and we vary. First of all, when it is reverse bias, when it is first of all minus 1 volt given, this is the width. When minus 2 volt, when reverse bias, the deflection layer is increases. When minus 2 volt, this length is this one. So that the effective width, first of all 1 volt, the width is this one, and when minus 2 volt, the width is effective width decreases, and the junction width, the deflection layer is increases, and effective width is base width is decreases. So that what will happen? It is that your effective width base width is increases, so that the recombination process is decreases. If IR decreases, then IB is decreases, so that your losses component decreases, so that your efficiency is increases. And the main function is that when this emitter base junction is your forward bias, the junction input impedance, your input impedance nearly equal to 10 ohm. It is very low input impedance. It is reverse bias. There is no current flow in your junction, so that the impedance Z output is very high. So we can use this as an amplifier. So we tested that BJT is an amplifier when we should provide base emitter junction is forward bias, and the collector base junction is reverse bias. This is the today classes. If any curious, please ask me in WhatsApp. I think if any doubt, you should visit the video once again. Then if any after that, if any doubts, you can ask me WhatsApp number. Thank you for this class.